This is Spruce and Studs, and welcome into another Besides the Bricks video. In this video, we're going to be talking about how I'm going to be decorating my house. Well, actually not going to be decorating my house, how I have decorated my house. So I want to show you guys what Lego sets I have actually decorated my house with. And I love this time of year, mainly because I have free reign to decorate with my Legos all over the place. Normally, I am told that I need to put my decorations in the basement where nobody else except me gets to see. So this is the one time of year I'm able to decorate on free whim wherever I want. So as I have limited real estate, I only decorate with the decorations that I like the most. So there's a ton of other stuff for the winter seasonal sets that I have decided not to pull out. I believe I have the winter Christmas carousel. I have, what else do I have? I have the Christmas train sets in the train station that I can't feature here because I just have absolutely no room to store them or put them over here, or else these things, it would be completely too cluttered. So come with me on a journey and let's see how I have decorated my house. So welcome on in. Let's go on a tour. Right here we have the 2018 Christmas gift box. And these are typically released every single year if you spend a certain level. And I will actually open up this gift box for you and right here so you can peek at what's inside. So as you can see here, we have a living room scene with stockings and actually, no, there's no stockings, silly me. But you have the chimney and the chimney sweep and all the stuff that's going on. And over here you have another living room here with a guy sort of chilling out. I guess it's the dad waiting. Oh my God. Can't stabilize this thing. It's hard to hold the camera and then open up the stuff at the same time. The Christmas tree as well as the train. So it's kind of cool. It has a lid that you can just place on top, and actually, to be honest, you probably would never know or never guess there would be something inside unless if you actually take a look and see that hinge in the back here. All right, so moving on, we have the Gingerbread House as my decorations completely folded. And then this was released back in 2015. Again, a free set if you spent an X amount of money. And I really like this set. It's very, well, obviously very seasonal, very holiday-ish, and really captures everything that's good about the holiday season. I'll be honest with you, I have like 2 or 3 of these things, and these things, if you sell it on the secondary market, they do fetch a pretty penny. Last time I put this on the market was about a couple years ago, and I believe that thing fetched like at least 200, that's not that much, maybe like 100, 150. So hang on to these things if you're a collector. This is the Christmas Carousel that was released again in 2018. And what's cool about this is it has a mechanism in the back that functions exactly as it says. It's a carousel. And again, as I'm holding the camera, it's very hard for me to manipulate this thing. But I will do my best to try to show you this thing spinning here with just one hand before this thing completely falls over. But yeah, it's a cool little set. Again, free if you spend a lot of money, which to be honest, this time of year, it's pretty easy to do. But this year in particular, though, is a problem because everything seems to be out of stock, which sucks. It is a rocking horse that was released in 2012. I had this bad boy for, well, quite a while, and as you can see, there's a bunch of dust sitting on it. So nothing really much to be said about it. And then moving on, we have the snow globe. And this particular gift was released on, or in 2016, and well, it's exactly what it is. It functions like a snow globe. You can shake it around like this, and there's little 1x1 studs that are flat that kind of float around in the background. So that's my entertainment area right here, and we're gonna move on to the next area. And over here we have the brick heads table, And right here is the Nutcracker, which was released in 2020, which was last year. I don't know if it's available right now, but it does have a opening and closing mechanism, which is really cool, that I like. Moving on over here, we have the Reindeer Elf and Elfie set that was released in 2019, I believe. And again, probably not in print, I guess. Nothing really to be said about this, except it's, again, rather festive, and I like it, and goes with the whole entire Christmas theme, as you see over here. Then moving on is the star of the set right here, is the Santa, actually it's called Mr. and Mrs. Claus, and this was released as a pair in 2018, as in the two of them came in one. Very good representation of Santa Claus with all the presents and the Christmas tree. And then Mrs. Claus over here being the hospitable host. Actually, I don't know who she'd be host to. Just the elves, because we're not allowed up there, obviously. So she's got cupcakes and some cookies to give to the happy-go-lucky elves. All right, let's move on to the next section. All right, moving on to the biggest section, which is right in front of my fireplace. We have the Winter Village Cottage 2012. This is the oldest model that I have, and this is pretty much when I bought it, right when I came out of, I guess, hibernation or the Dark Ages. And the Santa's actually not included. I kind of added him. But the problem is, I know Santa can't fit down that chimney over there. But this is of a cottage, clearly, that it has very large amounts of snow on top of the roof. And if you give me a second, I will turn this around so that you can see what's inside. I'm not sure if the light brick actually still works. It probably is on the end of its life. So hang on a second. So part of the dust over here, it is quite an old set, 9 I believe, years old, if I can do my math correctly. And you can see that there is a living room that has a Christmas tree in here. And then you have, as my Christmas tree falls, you have an old grandpa. And then you have an upper area where the kid can wait for old Santa to come down. And as I predicted, the Lego light brick does not work. It's supposed to light up the fireplace that's inside over here. It is long since dead, but this is a cool little set. Now moving on here, I like this one, is a vignette set. And this is actually called Santa's Visit, and this was released in 2015, not to be confused with the Santa's Visit that was released this year. I really like how you've got the stockings over here and then the wreath. And then Santa's just chilling out over here in front of the fireplace with a cat, with cookies and milk in front. And this set actually does come with a very, small and rudimentary Lego Christmas tree. Nothing to be said about that one. So moving on here, we have Santa's Workshop, which was released in 2015. And Santa's Workshop is supposed to feature a ton of elves, which unfortunately aren't in front of the house. And it does not come with the abominable snowman, nor does it come with the gingerbread guy. So if you can give me a second over here, I will flip this thing around. We can see what's in the back. And here we go. Pardon the dust again. It's pretty dusty in Santa's seats up here. However, we have the Elf Workshop. This is the nice list where Santa keeps all the good boys and girls' names. And then we have elf here, and elf here. I do realize that I believe I am missing a little bit in this set. I think I filed it away. But there is actually a conveyor belt that's supposed to go somewhere over here or over there that is supposed to represent the packaging. And then up here, we have the Lego Christmas wreath that was released last year in 2020. This is still available. The build video is going to be coming up soon, if not posted already, and you can see the video in the I section up there, or wherever it's going to be. And this set is awesome. I love it. You should get it, and it decorates, or you can decorate your house very, very well with this thing, as it fits in to my mantelpiece over here. Next, we have the set Winter Fun, which was released in 2015. Again, it was released the same time as the Santa's Visit and features a nice vignette of, well, the front of the house and a snowman along with a snowmobile rider over here. As you can tell, this guy's having a lot of fun. So moving on, we have Santa's Visit, the full-fledged build. This is the 2021 Winter Village seasonal model, and I will say it is a pretty cool model. I like it a lot. This will be featured in a video upcoming, so stay tuned for that one. Again, if you give me a second, I will turn this thing around so you can see what's inside. All right, as you can see here, we have a loft where the little girl minifigure kind of sleeps. There is a hidden present upstairs in the attic, and there's a nice little light right above this very fancy dining room table, which I comment on the build video. And finally, we have the meat and potatoes of the whole entire build, which is the chimney here. And you can see very, very well decorated family room, I guess. Then you got Santa up here that's chilling out, and it's actually fully functional, as you see over here. If I actually, maybe I don't even need to remove the present. So Santa should, oh, maybe he's too fat with his sack of goods. So if I do this, Santa should come out at the bottom. There you go. It's fully functional. You also do get this front kind of section over here, and you also do get this very, very cool Christmas tree where the Lego light element is, and all you do is press down on it and the tree lights up. This is the first time, as I comment on the build video, that Lego has done something like this for a Christmas tree, and I think this is probably my favorite Christmas tree that I've ever built in Lego form. So, moving on, we have the Gingerbread House, which was released in 2019, and I believe this thing does actually come with the 2 gingerbread minifigures. This is the male one that has apparently a baby gingerbread, and then the mom gingerbread that has the milk bottle or whatever the heck gingerbread people drink for sustenance. And then I'll turn this around and let you see what's inside. All right, so in the back of it, apparently you have a bathtub where Mr. and Mrs. Gingerbread people bathe. I don't know if they're able to bathe because they're probably gonna fall apart, right? So they have this area in which to sleep, and this is actually a pretty cool thing over here. I believe it's the lamp. And then downstairs you have, well, your regular decorations with the kitchen and stuff. Cool thing I like about it is these little frosted things, or frosted glass. As you already know, most channel regulars know that I am a big, big fan of translucent Lego pieces. So that's what we have for over here. This guy over here is Santa's sleigh. This thing is nearly impossible to find. It took me about 3 weeks afterwards to actually find this set, and it still is completely on back order, which sucks, but this is a really good set, and this will be featured in a later video, which you can see. And this is the Christmas penguin over here, and this is also featured in a video that it's already published. This set is okay. I thought it was not really too representative of Christmas, but once you remove the Christmas tree as well as the presents, it's just basically a penguin that's on top of a piece of ice. Yeah, it's okay. And then moving on to the last big set over here, we have the Elf Clubhouse, and that was released in 2020. As you can see here, this is a very cool set, and I've strategically placed Santa Claus in front of the Elf Clubhouse. So you've got these cool like neon LED lights that hang out from the top of it, and 2 elves that are chilling out in the back. There also is a reindeer that comes with this particular build. And again, if you give me a second, we will turn this thing around and see what's behind. All right, so what you see here is the inside of the Elf Clubhouse, and you can see that the elves are chilling out on racks over here when they're not building toys for Santa. And moving downstairs, I guess there is a section where you can make waffles and whatever they eat. And then moving on over here is a dining area as well as an area in which they can wrap their presents. So overall, a pretty cool set. And finally, last but not least, are a bunch of almost pre-Brickheads like figures. And both of them were released in 2014. So you have, well, literally the snowman that uses a bunch of snot techniques here. I've held this onto this for quite a while because, well, I like it. And then you have the reindeer over here, again released in 2014, I believe, alongside the snowman figure. And there we have it. Well, folks, I hope you guys have enjoyed this little tour of my house and how I have decorated my house full of these Legos that I love. I'm curious to think what you guys think of all the decorations that I have. And I'm wondering, well, is there a particular set that you would like to have in your home out of sheer curiosity? I hope you enjoyed the tour. I hope you enjoyed the sets. It's almost like going back to the past when you're reminiscing about things. As you saw, that Winter Cottage is the oldest set that I have. If you guys like what you see, please make sure to subscribe to the channel. Your support is going to be a huge help to the growth of the channel. We definitely would welcome you into the Brick family. We feature a bunch of different things on this channel, one of which is this on again, off again, besides the Brick episodes, where I will talk about pretty much everything that under the sun that could be Lego related, it could be Warhammer 40K related. I could show you what's going on in the house behind me or how I've decorated the house. There's a Halloween episode of Besides the Bricks that I show you how I've decorated the house with all these Halloween Legos that I've accumulated over the years. We have Warhammer 40K painting tutorials at least once a month. We do feature obviously a ton of Legos on this channel. We have started featuring non-Lego type brick builds, in which I hope that you guys enjoy because, well, the world is huge and it's not all about the Legos. This is Sprues and Studs, and I hope you guys enjoyed this Besides the Bricks episode. And I will see you all in the next build, video, whatever. Happy holidays.